creator. Our next guest is a Grammy-winning musician and an actor who's on a roll with a role on the HBO show True Detective and a new movie opposite Meryl Streep. Ricky and the Flash opens August 7th. Please say hello to Rick Springfield. Thank you for telling us the story of Jesse's girl. That was the true story, right?
The true story.
That's how it went.
Matter of fact, yeah. No, I met him in a stained glass class, a guy, you know, because I thought my music career was over in 1979. And I said, well, take up stained glass. I mean, how hard could it be? It's, you know, the beautiful windows.
You wanted to do that for a living?
Yeah. I thought so. I mean, it was an odd choice. I met this guy there, and his name was Gary, and I tried that, and it didn't really work, so I changed it.
Gary's girl, yeah. Gary's girl doesn't sound good.
Randy's girl I went with.
Randy's girl was one of them?
I've actually still got the lyrics, and Randy is written on the top and then
Isn't it funny how that, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure the song would have been a big hit no matter what name you put in there, except Gary. I don't know if Gary would have worked. And Gary would have been mad if you used Gary's name. Yeah. And why Jesse? Why was that the name that you said?
I was still looking for a name that felt right. You know, as a writer, you kind of, like Christina. You know?
Yeah, like Christina, like yeah. Christina. There you go, yeah.
You just, I know you find names that light up, I guess. Gary didn't light up. Sorry if there's any Garys in the audience.
There aren't. We do not allow them in the room. You, a few months ago, you were involved in one of the strangest court cases I've ever heard. Is this something you... Yeah, are you allowed to talk about this?
I am, yeah, because we won.
Okay, good. All right, well, congratulations. So, well, you will explain this better than I. This went on for a long time.
Let me show you Exhibit B.
Someone sued you.
Someone sued me because I go into the audience when I play live. At some point, I go into the audience, and I've been doing it for 20 years, and nothing, you know, you bump into people, that kind of thing. This one woman decided she was going to sue me for brain damage because I hit her with my butt. Now, I work out, but it's not that hard.
It's not that hard,
So she followed me for 10 years with this court case. Went through 5 lawyers. They all realized it was ridiculous. And we eventually, she got a guy that, you know, took it to court. And so I'm sitting in a court of law, and her attorney is going, Mr. Springfield, do you recognize these buttocks? She had a big blow-up photo of my butt that she'd taken, like right here, to show how close she was, you know.
And did you recognize them?
I said, yes, I believe they're mine. Like I said, Exhibit B. And it became an exhibit.
Wow.
Actually, an exhibit.
Do you have that? Did you get to keep that? Did you ask for that? That'd be a nice little memento.
I actually signed it, and we auctioned it off for my friend Linda Blair, runs a dog.
Oh, that's nice. Well, at least some tiny good thing came out of it. Yeah. Has that made you less inclined to go out into the audience?
No, because that was really the whole point of going to the wall with it. I mean, people, you know, they're all gone. Why don't you just throw some money at her? And that's not what I wanted to do, and that's not the kind of guy I am. And so
I don't blame you. I think you did absolutely the right thing, because they just thought, he's not going to want to spend time on this. He'll give us $25,000. Yeah. And instead, you gave him your ass.
I did.
You've been on the show a couple of times, and I feel like, you know, there are certain artists that come here and they have fans and, you know, whatever, but your fans seem to be a little extra crazed. Like, I think you made some kind of an impact on a group of women at a certain time that
when the window was open.
Yeah, the window was, it was big stained glass windows, and they were wide open. Do you have problems with this sort of thing? What's the craziest experience you've had with one of these characters?
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of crazy stuff happened in the 80s when everybody was still pretty young, you know. And I was in a jacuzzi at a hotel once, and this woman was in the jacuzzi with me. She was,
I like it around.
Not the usual fan.
I say, oh, okay.
Why are these people looking at you? I said, oh, I'm an actor and a singer. She goes, really? What, you know, like totally played like she didn't know what it was. She eventually said, well, I'm heiress to the married hotel chain. Would you like free hotel rooms? I went, okay, sounds good. So she ended up coming on the bus with us through the whole tour and getting us free hotel rooms at Marriott hotels everywhere. Wow, and we thought, wow, this is great. And then when the tour was over, the FBI came looking for her for all the bad checks she dropped to pay for her whole hotel. She wasn't American. She was a Stone fan, and had stalked this whole thing out. And
wow!
And she was with us for like 3 months, dropping these checks, and it was. I went looking for her after the tour. I wanted to work for me.
Yeah, sure. Really, resourceful.
Yeah.
So now you're in this movie with Meryl Streep, which had to be, I'm sure, something. When you got that telephone call, it was probably very exciting. And
Who is this?
Yeah, I mean, really, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
So you get in there and you're acting with Meryl Streep. She plays a rock musician. You play a rock musician.
Right.
Is this the most intimidating situation you've ever been in?
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, she's at top of the food chain, you know.
Yeah.
And I likened it to being in a band with Paul McCartney. You know, it was pretty intimidating. And I'm not the only one that's felt that. I've heard from other actors.
I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you know, I got to bring my A game, and that was really the only thought. I mean, once you walk into the room and you see her, you know, my first actually audition was to be in a house up in Hollywood Hills. They had a band set up, and Meryl was there with a guitar. And I walked in, and just kind of seeing her was like a moment, you know.
Yeah.
But she's very gracious, and she's aware of that effect, and as an actor knows you got to get past that to get to a truthful performance. So she works, you know, at getting rid of that, and she's, you know, a really lovely person, and
right.
As well as being a giant talent.
And so she's playing the guitar.
It's intense. It's intense. Playing the guitar, playing the electric guitar is a whole other thing than just sitting down banging on an acoustic. A whole other set of tools. And she not only does that, she sings at the same time. Because I know professional musicians who have trouble singing and playing.
Right.
And Jonathan Demme, our incredible director, wanted it all live. He didn't want to do any overdubs because you know most of the musicals you see are lip sync. You know?
And it's never right.
And even if you don't know what they're doing, you kind of go, You do the RCA dog head tilt, you know? But and Jonathan had not only amazing movies he directed, he also did Stop Making Sense and a bunch of documentaries on Neil Young. So he knew what a live performance should look like.
Right, yeah.
So this was one of the reasons I got the gig was that he wanted a real guitar player. I mean, a lot of actors play guitar. It's not an unusual thing, but it was it was a little intense, especially when they said we're not at the end of the shoot. I'm kind of waiting for the call of let's come in and fix a few things. There was nothing. Guys, don't you want to overdub it? Because I've done live stuff before. There's a couple of things that make you do better. Yeah, I saw the movie and I'm really, really happy.
Well, I have to say I was very.
Kills it.
When I saw the poster, I was so happy for you. And it's weird that you don't play Ricky, that she plays Ricky. It's confusing, but don't be confused. It's called Ricky and the Flash. It opens August on Springfield, everybody. Thank you, Rick. We're right back with Tyler, the Creator.